G'day, it's Anthea here for Ant's Pants Pantry. I'm starting to look at recipes that I might be able to use in the Christmas New Year holiday season, and I know it's a bit early, but I figure if I can investigate them now, give some of the new ones a try, it'll help me a bit later on when we're under a bit more pressure. So today I'm going to have a look at the Earl Grey and Whiskey Glaze, which is recommended for glazing your ham when you're doing it, and it sounds really interesting, so let's give that one a go. Earl Grey and Whiskey Glaze. The ingredients are 4 Earl Grey tea bags, 400 grams of apple juice, 4 dried bay leaves, 80 grams of dried cranberries, 140 grams of brown sugar, 100 grams of apple cider vinegar, and 160 grams of whiskey. And I'll need a fine sieve to sift out all of those lovely aromatics when the time comes. So cut the 4 Earl Grey tea bags open and then put the loose tea leaves into the bowl. I guess that's around about 4 teaspoons full if you're using loose leaf tea. Don't really know. Discard the tea bags, sure. And then 400 grams of apple juice. 400 grams, 4 dried bay leaves. I've got some small ones here, just a little bunch, and 1 larger one, so I'm just going to put all of them in. 80 grams of dried cranberries. That'll be fine. 140 grams of brown sugar. That'll be fine. And 100 grams of the apple cider vinegar. There we go. There we go, 100 grams. 160 grams of whiskey. There we are. And put the simmering basket instead of the measuring cup onto the lid. That's done. And 30 minutes at Varoma temperature, speed 2, but it's reversing so that it doesn't chop things up. Allow to cool in the mixing bowl for approximately 20 minutes. Well, of course, you can't smell what I can smell in my kitchen. This is a really interesting flavour combination. I can see how the apple would work really well for ham. And then the tea and the whiskey flavour into it is just, yeah, makes it really, really special. So we'll let that cool and then strain it through a fine mesh sieve into a glass or ceramic bowl and set aside until it's completely cool and then ready to use, and it's finished. And the notes, the tips in the book say that it will thicken up over time. So I'll look forward to seeing how that happens and being able to use it. So I've let this cool down to 60 degrees. It isn't quite low enough for the lights to change from red down to green, but it's certainly not at boiling temperature anymore. So I'm going to see how that strains. You know, that is so thick. I'm thinking I might I might even use my other sieve because this is a very, very fine one. And if necessary, I'll do it twice. Let me get the other one. Here we go. All right, I will get a spoon or the spatula and stir that through. It's certainly reduced, and I'm not surprised it's already thickened up a bit. There was a lot of steam in my kitchen. So if you're like me and you keep your Thermomix underneath a set of cupboards, I recommend pulling it out to the bench where the steam can escape and not ruin your cupboard, and to have your vent on as well. So let me sieve this and show you what happens then. So the bay leaves, tea leaves and cranberries have done their job of imparting flavour into the syrup, and there we have this lovely rich syrup to be used as a glaze on your Christmas ham. And I think actually it's quite a versatile item, because the cranberries in it might do just as well for some turkey, if you've got turkey as well as ham. So let me have a taste. I have no idea what this is going to be like. It's sweet, it's tart, it's good flavour. I've sifted out all the tea leaves and bay leaves. Yeah, I don't know. I think it could work. It was definitely worth a try. I'll give it some thought and see what I come up with on the day. Thanks for watching. So I decided to sieve the mixture while I was putting it into its final container, and it took ages, but it's actually made a lighter glaze, taken out some of the medium-sized tea leaves, and I think that's going to be much nicer. So it took a while, but yes, I think I'm happier with it, having gone through the very fine sieve. So that's the Earl Grey tea and whiskey glaze for your Christmas meats.